What's up, tennis fans? Today we're throwing it all the way back to that iconic moment at Wimbledon 2019, when a 15-year-old Coco Gauff stepped onto the court and made history against her idol, Venus Williams. But did you know Coco was actually trying not to look at her during the match? Let's break it all down. So here's the scene. Coco, just a teenager, becomes the youngest player in the Open era to qualify for Wimbledon. And not only does she land a wild card, she gets a dream draw against Venus Williams herself. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But Coco wasn't just there for the story. She came to win. In her own words, Coco said, "I'm super shocked, but I'm just super blessed that Wimbledon decided to give me the wild card." And she didn't waste that blessing. She went out there and took down a four-time Wimbledon champ in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4, in just 1 hour and 19 minutes. Wild, right? She revealed in a mini-doc with Rolex that before walking onto the court, she blasted music in her headphones, not just to hype herself up, but to block everything out. "I didn't want to look at or hear the crowd," she said. She was locked in, focused, and trying to stay grounded in front of someone she grew up idolizing. And get this, she even admitted she never looked at the scoreboard the whole time. Why? Because she didn't want to see Venus's name. "The hardest points were the match points. I felt like I was holding my breath," Coco shared. "I didn't want to be known as the girl who got close." Spoiler alert, she wasn't. She became the youngest player to win a match at Wimbledon since Jennifer Capriati in 1991. And that win, it lit the spark that led to her becoming a Grand Slam champion at the 2023 U.S. Open. But even after all her wins, that moment against Venus still holds a special place in her heart. After the match, Coco went up to her idol and said, "Thank you for what you did. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you." Total class. Venus responded with a message that hit deep. Keep going. And when asked about Coco's performance, Venus was full of praise. "She did everything well today. It was a great match for her. A true queen recognizing the next one. Fast." Forward to 2021, and Coco even had the chance to play doubles with Venus at the French Open. They didn't get past the first round, but let's be honest, that's a bucket list moment right there. Now let's talk about where Coco's headed. The 2025 French Open is right around the corner, and clay courts? Oh yeah, they're kind of her thing. She won her first Junior Grand Slam at Roland Garros back in 2018 and was a finalist in 2022. This season, Coco started a little shaky on hard courts, but on clay. She's been quarterfinals in Stuttgart, back-to-back finals in Madrid and Rome. Her current win-loss record, 24-8, not too shabby. In her own words, Coco says, "Hopefully, I can get to the final in Roland Garros." And maybe the third time's a charm thing is real. She knows she's got areas to improve, but that's what makes her so dangerous. She made 2 finals without playing her best tennis. Imagine what happens when she finds that top form, and what do the experts think? Former ATP pro Steve Johnson says with Iga Swiatek falling to the 5th seed, the French Open draw is going to be a chess match. But he still made a bold prediction. Coco can go into the French Open feeling like she can win the tournament. So now we ask you, can Coco finally bring home that French Open trophy? Will 2025 be her year at Roland Garros? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you believe in Coco, and hit that subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest moments in tennis.